It's been an epic 2-year journey for the British Film Institute to restore filmmaker Herbert Ponting's The Great White Silence and remaster it to stunning HD. A team of 14 experts have undertaken this historically important project, enabling Captain Robert Scott's expedition to the South Pole to be brought to our television screens for the first time. So, how did they do it? First of all, the BFI's technical archivists identified the best frames from all the various sources. There are about 3,000 metres of prints from the film in existence.
The tricky thing for us was to try and work out the correct sequence, where the titles should go, which shots we should use. There's no script, there are no instructions, there's nothing to tell you.
There's an early scene where Ponting is setting up his camera and then he starts filming. And it sort of dawns on you, you're handling that film that is in that camera.
Restoring and authenticating the frames is only half the battle. Now they have to replicate the transitions and special effects that were part of Ponting's original.
We also remade the dissolves to match the original uneven dissolves that were created in the 20s.
This particular effect was done on this 40-year-old optical printer, a machine which projects 2 shots simultaneously onto another piece of film to create the effect of a dissolve. This was the job of technician Dave Gurney, one of a small group of experts able to operate such a specialised piece of equipment. So here's a 1922 fade produced in 2010. The next process is restoring the film's colours. Tinting means to add colour to the lighter parts of the image, and toning is adding colour to the darker bits.
The whole question of the colour in this film, the colour scheme and the complexity of it in a way is really interesting, and I think probably quite specific to the subject of the film.
In this shot, a green tint and a brown tone has been added. The green colours the ice and the brown the seals. Ponting did this to bring to life the Antarctic world, never before seen by Edwardian eyes. The challenge the team faced was interpreting which colours to use. Although they conducted extensive research, their best source was actually found on the original black and white print.
This soft print had sections of lead with tint and tone information.
These are instructions that were scratched into the negative leader, the clear film that's before the picture begins, and they tell you the colour.
Applying these colours in Ponting's time would have been done by putting the film through a chemical bath. Nowadays, they head straight to a high-end digital post-production facility.
For us, the tinting and toning was unique. It was unique because we had to try and match that, and we had to try to not use the base light, which is the grading system, to its full potential, really. We had to keep it quite stripped down.
When it came to applying the colour, the team created a chart made up of similar colour filters to refer to. This was to ensure they matched them as closely as possible to how they believed they looked originally.
We have the light box here to refer to all the time whilst he's adjusting the colour on the screen, and that may need an adjustment in the contrast again until we've reached a final point where we feel happy that the colour and the contrast of the image are working well together.
Herbert Ponting's film of Captain Scott's expedition is in colour once again, and the entire restoration process is complete. The culmination of a 24-month epic journey, and this time in stunning HD.